Welcome, guys, to Keto Podcast. My name is David Karaoke, and today I'm joined by Eric Kitonga, the CEO of Keto. We'll be discussing a topic called real estate coaching. As a realtor or as a business person, is it important to coach? Is it important to have a coach? If so, or why not? Karibu sana, Eric.
Thank you, David.
Thank you. So most people are familiar with the word coaching when they are dealing with a life coach.
Mm-hmm.
As a coach, as a real estate coach, why do you think an agent needs a coach?
Okay, so you've mentioned that most people are aware of a life coach, football coach, sports coach. Coaching is needed basically in every area of our lives. So a coach basically helps you to achieve can help you to achieve personal and professional goals. And they can help you to improve your well-being. Mm-hmm. That's the work of a coach. And as a real estate agent, if you want to improve your results, mm-hmm. if you want to scale heights, if you want to improve your achievements, a real estate coach is an important person to help you to get there. Mm-hmm. So a real estate coach is an important person to have because, especially for agents who want to scale their performance, mm-hmm. you want to X your performance. Let's say you want to improve 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. If that is you, mm-hmm. coaching is important. Mm-hmm. So a few years back, I attended a few conferences abroad where we were in conferences where there are agents from all over the world, over 100 countries. So they would feature some agents who have improved drastically. One thing I noticed about those agents is that they had coaches. So it is important because let me just tell you a little bit about what a coach does. A coach helps to bring the best out of you. A coach holds you accountable mm-hmm. to the goals you've set, mm-hmm. to the goals you set, to the things you desire or you aspire. Mm-hmm. Can I share a study?
Please do, yes.
That can support this?
Yes, please.
It is said that people who have terminal illnesses mm-hmm. or have been diagnosed with an illness that is those, especially the lifestyle related diseases like hypertension, mm-hmm. cancer, diabetes. Mm-hmm. A study showed that the guys who went and when they were diagnosed with this illness, mm-hmm. they did not adjust their lifestyle. Mm-hmm. At least over 80% did not adjust their lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And that's interesting. You've been diagnosed with such an illness, you want to adjust your lifestyle, especially you're told stop doing ABC, stop taking sugar, stop taking whatever it is mm-hmm. that is led you to where you've gotten to. Yes. But the study also shows mm-hmm. around over 80% of the people who adjusted their lifestyle mm-hmm. were people who had an accountability partner. Okay. So a coach is also an accountability partner.
Okay.
You see? Okay. Someone who holds you accountable to, or you ask them to hold you accountable to living a certain way. Yeah. It's more like a AA. Mm-hmm. Those accountability partners are like, Alcoholic Anonymous. Correct. And so they had a way of being held accountable mm-hmm. that helped them to achieve their goals. Okay. And that's important. Mm-hmm. You need a coach to help you to achieve your goals. True. So in other words, if you set out to do something, you have 80% chances of achieving your goals if you have a coach than when you don't have.
True. Yeah. True. Interesting. So a coach is someone who's going to help you navigate. For example, in Kenyan market, we don't really have the numbers, the statistics. Mm. Like you cannot know how many people perform or the revenue they collect per year.
Yes.
But tentatively, we know an average agent does not collect more than 3 million gross revenue.
Yes.
How does this look like when someone is coached and someone who's not coached? What are the increment or the benefits?
The benefits.
Yes.
For sure, with coaching services, you should at least 3x Meaning, you should, if you are doing 1 million, you should do 3. If you're doing 3, you should do 9. You should at least 3x. That's what coaching services do to help you to achieve. But the sky is the limit.
Yeah.
And let me explain. For those who love watching football, or whichever sport you watch, are the coaches as famous and as good as their players?
No,
They're not.
No, they're not.
A coach comes alongside and believes whatever goal you really think you can achieve, whether it's 10x or 20x or 100x, they come alongside, not to discourage you, but to support you, to collaborate with you, and to encourage you and help you achieve that goal you have. So when Serena Williams achieved whatever she achieved, it is not a function of the coach.
Okay.
Or rather, it's not a function of the person, but the coach came alongside to say, yes, you can achieve. Yes, let's do this. Or the football players, if you think about them, it's just to come alongside and say, you have the potential and you believe you have the potential, then go for it. Yeah. So, of course, in sports, there's a combination of physique, but for us who are in the service industry, I don't think we are limited by our physical abilities.
Sure. Most agents in Kenya are not privy to have a coach.
Yes.
They have not known their services like such. How does it look like when an agent, for example, an agent who runs an 8 to 5 job, purely doing real estate, how does this coaching, how can you help this agent who's trying to find his way through the real estate market?
Okay. I don't know how many people how many companies are offering coaching services to their agents. If you don't have that in your company, I recommend you look for one organization like us at Kito, the way we offer our coaching services to our agents, or you look for a coach. There are people offering professional coaching services, and they can hold you accountable by doing some coaching with you. So that also could be helpful. So they will take you through. So you need someone who is good at it. For us, ours is real estate focused. So it's real estate focused, meaning we are coaching with, and our experience is in the area of real estate. Yeah.
So you've mentioned something about accountability. To most people, accountability is not a very good word. How does it look like to have an accountable partner when you're running your business?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know accountability. When people think about accountability, they're thinking of a boss, supervising them and asking them about their targets, about their achievements and the work they were given. For us, accountability is different. We encourage, and our culture is, we say accountability best comes from the person who wants to be held accountable. So if it's the agent, they are the ones who are supposed to seek accountability and say, hold me accountable to achieving my personal goals. So our model is different. Our model is not employee-employer. Our model is the agents are business owners by themselves seeking to achieve some certain goals. So we help them grow their business. So then they're the ones who are interested, because it's a service, in a coaching service. And to be held accountable means they come, they say, we help them set the goals together, and then ask them to give us we just set some parameters or some schedule on how they want to be held accountable.
Because this is a new thing in the Kenyan market. When someone is very new even to accountability, what will you advise him to, how will someone seek this accountability? How will someone begin this journey of accountability?
Yes. I think you can start somewhere. You may not be in an office, maybe an independent agent working alone. You can start with a friend, a spouse, a brother, a son, a father or a mother. You can start there. You can start from a place of, I want to improve, hold me accountable to this. But there's a difference, because a coach has to have a certain skills above just a normal person in holding that person. They have to have certain skill sets that they apply with you.
Okay, true.
So there is a difference. But you can start there.
You can start there.
So, but if you want to advance, you need someone who has done some coaching training, so they can hold you accountable.
So is it correct what you're saying, that if in real estate, I look for a real estate coach?
Yes.
So that because he has gone ahead of you, he's able to help.
Yes.
Is that, okay?
That would be important.
That would be important. As an agent who runs his business aside, or maybe he's a side hustle, is there a structure, someone who will just want that part of coaching from Kito or from you? Is there a structure that you have for coaching, for purely real estate?
Currently, we are not offering exclusive coaching services to estate agents that do not work under the umbrella of Kito.
Okay.
Maybe in the future, might have something like that, but at the moment, we are offering only to the internal agents. Yeah.
Amazing. So if you're listening to us and you're a real estate agent and you're thinking, how do you begin the journey of accountability?
Yes.
Or seeking coaching, feel free to reach out to Eric. He'll take you through. But more importantly is that we go far when we work together.
Yeah.
You can't do it alone.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that's it for today.
Thank you. Thank you, David.